sis, you're gonna have to grow some damn balls. You seem very sweet, very nice, a little bit too nice. The cardigan is real thick, a little too nice. Hey, nieces and nephews, we are back with another video. All right, y'all. Now, I found this clip of this lady. She went on, her ring is gorgeous, by the way. You guys can't see it yet, but she went on TikTok to basically say how she forgave her husband. Okay. I did not watch this clip. I just saw the title. A lot of people were reposting this, and a lot of women in the comments were giving her advice and telling her that she's wrong. Now, when you are married, I think it depends on, the way they cheated. You know what I mean? I'm the type of person, I'm the type of friend, I would never tell my friend to leave her dude, even if he cheated on her, because I don't know how much you can take or the way he cheated, right? I know that might sound crazy to y'all, but I feel like when you're married, even where there's kids involved or not, when there's kids involved, it's worse. But when there's kids not involved and you're married, there's just certain women could take certain things, right? And also, like I said, it depends on the way the person cheated, like what the person did. Was it sexual? Did the person go out and have a whole family? Was it just conversation? Was it just a one night stand? Did the person just go get head? Like, there's all these dynamics, right? That's why I don't rush to tell women to like leave their dudes, right? Unless he's like beating you. If he beating you, then it's just like, you gotta go. You gotta go. So I don't want to like get that call that something just like happened to you. You know what I mean? So we're gonna watch this video, and we're gonna have an intellectual conversation about what is going on. It is currently 2:24 in the morning. We are getting through these videos. All right. In the meantime, nieces and nephews, my name is Faye. Welcome back to the Vibe with Faye, where the talk is real, the vibes are strong, energy never misses. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that post notification box so you never miss another vibe. And if you're too old to be my niece and nephew, hey cousin, let's get to it.
So yes, my husband had an affair. I never wanted to come to social media with this. I have honestly just been giving it to God and going to therapy. But let's go ahead and address this comment. At the start of the year, my husband came to me and told me that a woman reached out to him on Twitter asking for help with her business. I don't know what it was about the woman. My husband has worked with many other women before this. It was just something about this woman that I was like, babe, I don't know about this. Something just doesn't feel right. And lo and behold, my intuition was correct. Said business relationship ended up transpiring into something more. When I found out that it was transpiring into something more, I fought my husband on this. I tried to get my husband to understand that what was going on was not right, and that he was opening a door for him to fall into a sin that was so much bigger than what he was already committing.
Okay. Once I see sin jumping in there, I know like people get married under God and all that stuff, but like, I feel like a lot of people are not living that way in general. So like, you know what I mean? Like, example, a lot of people jump into marriage feeling like that after, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm sure they were like fucking before, you know what I mean? Like, and I feel like she's saying that, he's worked with women before and she's never seen anything. She doesn't know what it was about this woman. How do you know? You know what I mean? Maybe you feel like the other woman didn't have anything on you. Maybe I want to know what this other woman looked like. Sometimes our insecurities could kick in as well. You know what I mean? I want to see what this other woman looks like. You know what I mean? This other woman might look like something as to why she feels some type of way, or this other woman might be giving off some sort of vibe that she used to give off. It could be anything. You know what I mean? Like, so I really wish, I hope that she shows this other woman, which I'm probably sure she won't show her. But I need to know what about this woman as to why he chose to do what he did. Let's continue.
And because he was not hearing me, I left my home in the middle of the night, pregnant, with nothing. And it all spiraled out of control. And maybe this is where my downfall comes into play, because maybe had I not left from the house, maybe had I fought my husband a little bit harder than I had already been fighting, this relationship would not have advanced in the way it did.
Absolutely not. I don't agree with that. Here's why I don't agree with that, right? You told your husband, who you're married to, who you're pregnant by. So you're pregnant at this time. You're saying, hey, I feel uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable right now. Something is not right about this woman. I don't know what y'all have going on, but I need it to stop. I wanted to stop. And he didn't want to stop. You left your home. You left your home and you were gone pregnant. And instead of him realizing that, my wife just left pregnant, I need to stop this whole relationship or this whole business transaction, the relationship advanced even more. No matter what she said, that relationship was going to advance even more. I say this all the time, ladies. If you feel some type of way with your dude around somebody, or you have that intuition, because women do be having that intuition, you need to say up front, I don't like this. Stop it right now. I'm the type of girl I'm the type of woman to go and confront another one. Hey, I don't like how you and my dude getting close. And I'm the type of person to make it uncomfortable too. In front of people. FYI. I won't get loud, but I'll get a little uncomfortable. I'll make her uncomfortable and you super uncomfortable. Hey, listen, I don't like y'all relationship. I think it's really weird. I low-key think y'all are fucking on the side. I don't like it. Make it stop. Aren't you with somebody? You know what I mean? Like, I'm the type to do that. So the fact that she told her husband how she felt, pregnant, she ended up leaving and the relationship still advanced. I need to know who this lady is, honey. I need to keep away from mine.
My husband sought comfort in this woman. She was giving him something that I was not giving him in those moments. I was definitely being quarrelsome because I just was trying to pound into his head. Like, you're going to fall. You're going to fall. You're being tempted and you're going to fall. When I left, he fell. Now, I cannot speak on that. That is not my testimony to speak on.
He was going to fall regardless.
And I'm just going to leave that there. In that, I decided to stand for my marriage still, and I decided to go with reconciliation rather than divorce. I never defended my husband when it came to him having said affair. I fought my husband. Like I said, I left my house 20 weeks pregnant in the middle of the night with nothing but the clothes on my back because I was so against what was going on. I don't use godly character to hide any darkness. I speak on all the time how my marriage is not perfect.
Good.
I am not a perfect person. I do use godly character in sense of extending forgiveness to my husband, extending grace to my husband, as well as the woman who was involved with the affair. I did speak to her. I spoke to her on the situation. I told her how I wanted nothing more in life but to be a wife and a mom, and how I felt like that was being attacked. I spoke life into her. I told her that she was a beautiful woman, and I didn't understand how, we were falling into what we were falling into. My husband does not abuse me. You may have seen me and my husband arguing. My husband and I were arguing as a result of the affair that was going on between you and him. But to say that my husband abuses me is a little bit extensive. And lastly, to say that I have no identity outside of my husband, I just gained one of the biggest identities that I could have possibly ever imagined. I am trying to navigate this journey of motherhood while also being a wife. And it's one of the things that I prayed for so hard.
I'm going to stop right here. Having your child, it's a beautiful thing. Being a mom, it's a beautiful thing. And the person saying that she doesn't have any identity outside of her husband, and her responding and saying that her baby, she's basically saying that her child is her identity. Your child should not be your identity. Your baby should not be. Here's why. Because as mothers, we tend to lose ourselves within our children, where we don't want to do our hair no more. We don't take care of ourselves no more. Certain things we just don't do no more because we're giving everything to our children, our child. But in order to be the best parents we can be, we have to still take care of us. We have to still take care of us. You know what I mean? And I think that's very important. And I understand where she's coming from. I just think that outside of that, she needs to have friends. She needs to go hang out. She needs to go do things on her own. Like for me, like majority of my friends are not here in Florida. Majority of my friends live in Texas, Baltimore, Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? Like they are just not here. Okay. However, when I want to do things outside of my son or outside of my dude, I go to the store, honey. Going to the store makes me happy. Going shopping makes me happy. Okay. Going to the park and writing my journal, shit like that that's my little identity. Or doing this, recording like this is what I like to do outside of them. You know what I mean? So she should find that. And there's nothing wrong with her for giving her dude as well, by the way. She is married. She chose to be with him long term. She chose to forgive him. I don't know. I don't know if the issue is fixed.
And I just feel like it's been taken away from me just because of this whole scandal. I feel like I've honestly just been living in a vortex. This literally began at the start of the year, and it's currently almost the end of the year. And here I am being harassed by this woman because my husband told her that he had to cut off the affair. As soon as the affair was cut off, it just spiraled into us being these horrible people and saying that we're trying to grow. Yes, we are trying to grow. Yes, we are trying to grow. We are trying to become stronger in our marriage.
Wait, pause. Pause. The woman he's having an affair with or had an affair with is harassing you. It's harassing you now, who has an issue with it being cut off. First of all, him saying that I have to cut off the affair, I don't like those terms. There's certain ways you say shit to make it real, right? Because it's almost like saying I gotta cut this off, but I really don't want to, right? I feel like, I don't want to do this shit no more. I'm with him. I love my wife and I want to still be married. I ain't trying to do this shit no more. You know what I mean? Like, and now she's harassing you. And you still are big enough to speak life into her and tell her she's beautiful and all this stuff. Man, you need to put her out there. I need to know who she is, honey.
And I'm trying to, it's just so much. Just so many allegations that are being made and so many lies that are being spewed from the numerous accounts that have been harassing me that this woman has been making. And I'm just tired. I'm so tired of my character being attacked because I decided to reconcile my marriage. I'm so tired of my character being attacked because I decided to be forgiving and I decided to extend grace. And honestly, I am just ready to lay this all to bed.
But why are you the only one being attacked? Like, he's the one that cheated. I don't understand that. See, my thing is, like, did she know y'all were married? And if so, then I don't know why your character is being attacked. Like, because you chose to stay with your husband that you were pregnant by or have a child by. I don't understand that. A lot of women want you to be single. Okay. Listen, my relationship is not perfect. There's times I want to leave my dude 100 million times. Okay. But then I kind of like rethink about A, our child, B, like what am I losing and what am I going to gain? And can he be better? Can I be better? What are things that we can both work on? How will this affect our child? All of this throws through my mind. Trust me. A lot of women go through this mentally. Her being attacked for choosing to be with her husband, I just think is crazy.
Had an affair. It was decided on to go the route of reconciliation. However, with that being the route that we chose, I don't think that it's fair that I'm being harassed. The numerous calls, the numerous emails, the fake accounts that are demoralizing my character, I just don't think it's fair, and that's just that.
All right, y'all. That was the end of the video. Here's my advice to her. I don't know. I have to find her channel. Let her know. Sis, you're gonna have to grow some damn balls. You seem very sweet, very nice, a little bit too nice. The cardigan is real thick, a little too nice. I can tell. You're just too nice, too soft spoken. Fuck that bitch. Fuck her. Okay. Matter of fact, you should put her on blast. This the bitch right here who will sleep with my husband. And this my husband right here who did the fuck shit. You know what I mean? This him right here. And I know, you're trying to get into God and stuff like that, so you might not want to cuss. But I say put them all out there. Put them all out there. Put her out there. Because once you put her out there, the way TikTok and social media work, I'm sure she got somebody. And the way it works, somebody's gonna find her and know her mama, know her daddy, know her people, know all her business, know all of that. Know her business. Don't she got a business? Baby, I'm petty. I'm Queen Petty over here, honey. Put that shit out there. She way too nice. That's why she came on here crying. She way too nice. I mean, she's not literally crying, but you know, her eyes look watery to me. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful girl. But you're speaking life into someone who, had to known that he was married, but you're speaking life into her. In the Bible, it says you shouldn't do that to everybody. Don't everybody get that. You can't speak life into everybody. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with her choosing her husband. There's nothing wrong with that, guys. Let me know how y'all feel about this video. Let me know if y'all think like she should stand up more for herself. I wish she would. You know what I mean? I don't think that she should take all the blame. Her ring is ringing though. Let's look at the ring, honey. The ring is ringing though. Okay. You know, she had to show that off rip. Like this, the ring right here, baby. The ring is ringing though. Okay. The ring is ringing. All right. She seems like a super sweet girl, but sis, I need you to grow some backbone. Grow some balls. Okay. Put that girl out there. You know what she look like because you called her beautiful. You know what she look like. You know her business. Put that shit out there. Put that shit out there. A lot of people don't deserve grace. You know what I mean? I'm all about that. Not everybody deserves grace. You can't get grace from everybody. In the meantime, y'all, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I love y'all. Ciao.
Look at me. Do I look like I care? Look, just take it. Do I look like I... Look at me. Look, no, Sharice, look at me.